before attempting your first budget, you need to understand the difference between needs and wants. What are the needs? What are the wants? Needs are the things that you need to survive and go to work. For an example, I need to live somewhere. Even though for now it's under my parents' roof, but I need to get my house, the shelter to live in. And also I need water to drink. I need clothes something that I need in order for me to survive and go to work. Wants are the extra things that make your life more good. Okay, so here's are the things with wants. You can really live without them, but you really want them. Okay, like for an example, I need a new smartphone instead of this old one, this old slow phone that I have. Okay, and also I want really nice clothing. I really want my own place to stay. Okay, instead of my parents' house. So wants are the things that you can live without, but you really want them. Okay, now let's dive into budgeting. What is a budget? A budget is a tool to keep track of your money so that you will know exactly how much you are getting in and how much you are willing to, or you are planning to spend on what. With smart budgeting, your your financial life becomes quite unpredictable, and you will see exactly where you are going with your money. For budgeting, you really need to make a planning and thinking about your money and write your information down. Yes, I know we are all busy, but this is very important. We really need to take care of our money matters. Hello guys, it's your girl again, Sineta Mazondi, and welcome back again to another video. Let me greet you in isiZulu. Sanbonani, igama lami nginguSinethemba Ngowakazondi Sibongo. So guys, in today's video I'm gonna give you 6 steps to make a good budget. Okay, so budget step number 1, record your total income. Income is the money that you earn, you receive, or those of you who are lucky getting the income from your parents, appreciate that. Okay, so you need to be sure, or you need to be specifically know of how much you are getting each and every month. You have to take records of that. Budget step number 2, list monthly expenses. Expenses are those things that we spend our money on. Instead, write more expenses than less. The idea here is to cover the most important expenses as possibly as we can. Budget step number 3, calculations. That's where our mathematics comes in. Okay, now you've written down all your expenses, make calculation, add all your, after you've add all the expenses, and then you minus with your income, and then hopefully the amount that's left is positive. That's where you're gonna have the remaining amount that you're gonna spend on your smartphone and on your expensive clothes. Budget step number 4, make adjustments. An adjustment is a small change, moving things around, pulling something in other direction. If you've reached a negative total, then it is clear that your expenses exceed your income. You will have to adjust the amount you are paying for some expenses to make sure you cover the most important ones. Some of your expenses might be variable. They can change and they can move them up or down. For an example, you may be planning to live well and spend more money on good food, but your budget says you can't afford it. Eat a little cheaper to get to a new lower adjusted food budgets. Budget step number 5, save. Save, 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 save. Guys, life is so unpredictable. Life is so unpredictable. Things can go in another different direction, and what you would do after like you've used all of your income and then now you're left with nothing, what you would do. So it's very important to save for unexpected expenses that we are not even planned for. Okay, save at least each and every month. Save at least the save at least 10% of your income every month. Budget step number 6, change direction if you need to. You need to keep an eye on your budgets, writing down what you are earning and spending, and you need to check that the numbers line up properly. If not, you need to change direction. It might not come into surprise that you need to solve some calculation. I can hear you groaning over there, but okay, you need to solve calculations. Okay, there are calculations that you need to solve for your budgets, for smart budgeting. Useful calculation, which is a cash flow statement, which is your total income minus your total expenses equal cash flow. You should have done this part of the budgeting process already, because this it's gives you like a clear understanding of how much you've left in your bank account after all your expenses have been taken care of. So another useful calculation that you need to take into considerations is net worth calculations. So these are total assets minus total liability equal net worth. So guys, these are useful calculations that you need to take into considerations for smart budgeting. This is a monthly budget, but on a much bigger scale. So assets are something that you own, are the things that you own, something like your bed or blankets or your car, your house, something that you can sell. And everything in your bank account added together are your assets. Liability are all things you owe money for. Okay, like fortunately I only like owe my mother money, but some other people, they buy cars, houses, clothes using their credit card, and they make that, is it that or that, I cannot pronounce, but it's DEBT. Okay, that how you can pronounce. So those are the liabilities, and that money you must return. Okay, so those are all the liabilities. So after doing all this calculation, you can see exactly how much you are worth. Okay, it's a scary thing, but I know. Budgeting, it's all about controlling your money and planning ahead. If you know how much cash you could pull together, you can plan for any eventuality. Remember this, guys, remember this. A budget tells you what you can aim and spend, but it cannot keep you from spending. That's why you have to be disciplined in following your budgets. So making a budget work, even the best budgets will fail if you are not willing to work on it daily. Although at first it may seem like like you know task, like a simple task to keep track of all your day's expenses, you should make it part of your daily routine and reward yourself for doing it. This newfound financial awareness will change the way you spend money and how you deal with financial troubles, which will gradually become less and less. A pro tip that I'm going to give you before I end this video: there are available apps online, mobile apps on your phone. You can go download them on your Play Store, which can keep track of all your expenses. More reason to get on top of your finances. So go get those apps and use them. They are very, 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 like, they're very, very, like, useful. If you are careful with your money, you can make sure that your needs are covered and there is enough money left over for your wants. So guys, that was for today's video. Guys, see you next time. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please consider subscribing for more like this videos. See you next time. Goodbye.